guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be painting this barn owl. It's the first of about 4 that we're going to do in the upcoming weeks. I hope that you guys enjoy it. There will be a link in the description box with where you can... Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be painting this cute little barn owl. If you need any of the colors, I'll have them in the description box, the paintbrushes. Also, there will be a link to my website where you can buy this pre-sketched canvas to follow along with. This video will be up, so you can purchase it at any time and come back to the video and follow along with me. Other than that, we'll get started with our paint colors. So we have a titanium white, a permanent black, raw umber, burnt umber, raw sienna, yellow ochre or yellow oxide, ultramarine blue, and the last color will be like a light pink, or this one is a Persian red. It's like a light pink color. Any light pink color will do. Yeah, those are all of our colors. They'll also be in the description box. We're going to be using 4 different paint brushes. So we'll have a fan brush that we'll use on the later stages. We have a medium-sized flat or filbert you can use. A smaller flat or filbert you can use, and then just some kind of liner brush. It could be any kind of thin brush, thin round or liner brush you can use for that. So yeah, there's not very many brushes that you'll need. And this painting will come together pretty quickly. It won't take much to get it done. We're going to start off with the background, and we're going to get a little bit of raw umber, a little bit of yellow ochre, and white. So it'll be like a tannish kind of color, tannish grayish kind of color. You can add as much or as little of the white as you want. And we're just going to use that color for the whole background. So you see how it's just like a goldish grayish kind of color. You don't have to get it exactly like mine. You don't have to overmix the colors or anything like that. And we're just scrubbing it in there. If your brush gets a little dry, just dip it in in your water. And like I said, this painting will come together really quick. It's going to be an impressionistic style, but with a little bit of detail. We're not going to go crazy on the details. I just want to get you guys kind of used to mixing colors and putting in the underpainting and things like that. This is a very beginner-friendly painting, so don't let it scare you. I'm going to mix a little bit more of that color. So that was the raw umber, a little bit of raw umber, a little bit of yellow oxide or yellow ochre, and white. We're just going to put this background in as quickly as possible. We don't want to make a big fuss about it. We just want some color in there. And we'll do another layer of this background, and we might go a little bit lighter just to add some variation into the background. And also, as I'm painting, I want you guys to kind of ignore my nails. I know I have super long nails and people always wonder how can I paint with these super long nails, and it's very simple. I've been growing my nails out since the mid 90s. I cut them back a little bit, maybe once a year or so, and then let them grow more. But other than that, like I'm just used to them. Hopefully they're not too distracting for you. I know that sometimes when I'm doing paintings and stuff, I get a lot of questions about my nails and how do I paint and things like that. And until somebody asks me about it, I forget all about it because I'm just so used to my nails being this long. So if it's distracting to you, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can look past it and just focus on the painting. Okay, so we have the background in. Nothing special, nothing crazy or fancy. So you can rinse your brush out, and um, we'll be done with this bigger brush for right now. That was the medium sized flat or filbert brush that you can use. Now we want to use our smaller flat or filbert. Get it a little damp and then wipe it off on your towel or whatever you have to dry your brush on. And I want to get in all of these undertones that we see in the wings and things like that. So we're going to start off with this raw sienna, a little bit of burnt umber mixed in with it. So we're just going to darken it up just a little bit with the burnt umber. So that was the raw sienna and a little bit of the burnt umber. We're going to just put in some of these little undertones. And there's nothing special about the way I'm putting these in right now. I'm just scrubbing it in on the canvas. Go a little bit over here. I'm gonna go a little bit over here. And I'm being really loose with it. I'm not being too precious with it. Got a little bit over this way. We'll go a little bit around here. And when you have the pre-sketched when you have the pre-sketched canvas, it'll make this part a little bit easier for you because I'll have the lines there and it shows you where to stop each color, and as you're following along, it'll just make it a little bit easier to follow along with the painting. I'll mix a little bit more of that. Go. We're just scrubbing it in there. So wherever I see this color, I'm putting in this background color. And these colors will change just a little bit. And we'll go all the way around the head of our little owl. And I'm just applying light pressure. This is not very heavy pressure or anything like that. just lightly putting this color in. Just scrubbing that in. Okay, you can rinse your brush out. The next color we're going to use is ultramarine blue. I don't want it too wet, so ultramarine blue and a little bit of raw umber to darken it up. It's going to be like a, maybe like a dark bluish grayish kind of color. So we're going to put this in over here. And we're doing this very lightly. And we're going to put it in over here. Okay. Okay, now you can rinse your brush out. And now we're going to get just a little bit of raw umber mixed with white. So we're going after like a gray color. And we're going to put that in. All around here. And here. Okay. We're also going to put some of that gray color here, here. We're going to put some around here. And now we're going to add even more white to the mixture that we had to lighten it up some more. And we're going to put some here, here. I think I want to lighten it up even a little bit more. So it's a little bit lighter, but it's not white. It's still a little gray. I forgot this spot. Okay. I'm going to put this color in here as well. Okay. I forgot a little spot, so I'm gonna mix some more ultramarine blue with the raw umber. It's gonna be mostly raw umber in that mixture. And we're gonna go right here. And while I have that darker color, I'm just gonna add some right here. Add a little bit of that darker color here. I'm just adding this darker color in random places. And I'm just lightly just scrubbing it in. I'm also gonna put this color right here. And lightly around here. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of more ultramarine blue and a little bit of white. Lighten it up just a little bit more white. So your mixture will look a little bit like this. I'm going to add that over here. I'm not covering everything that I just did, but I'm just lightly putting some of that color over that darker. I'm just lightly putting it in. Just wherever you see me tapping it in, just follow along with me. And it doesn't have to look exactly like mine because, you know, no two birds are the same, so. Okay. A little bit over here. A little over here. A bit right there. Okay, so you can rinse your brush out. So we have all of the background colors down over here. And we're going to go into our raw sienna and a little bit of white. A little bit more raw sienna. We're going to go around the eyes. We're just tapping it in there. If you feel like you don't have enough control of your brush on this little part, you can switch to your small liner brush if you feel more comfortable using that. Tap that color in. We'll put some more of this around here. We're not completely covering up that background color, but okay. We're going to add a little bit of raw umber to that same mixture that we had. We want to gray it up a little bit. We're going to put that around here. And again, if you feel like you don't have enough control, use a smaller brush. I'm going to go around here. So we're doing both of the eyes. Go around here. Okay. Done with that. Rinse your brush out. This is just a little of that gray mixture. I missed some spots on my canvas. If you didn't, don't worry about it. But, okay, so now we're going to take a little bit of our light pink. A little bit of our light pink. We're going to add a little bit of raw umber to tone it down a little bit. It'll be mostly pink, but a little bit of the raw umber and a little bit of the white. put some here. I'm adding some more white to that mixture and a little bit of blue to gray it up a little bit. Okay, you can rinse your brush out. I want to get into the smallest brush you have, or a liner brush, or a small round, or something like that. We're going to get into our black. And we're going to get the eyes in. Okay. We're going to go over to this one. We're going to do this one as well. And you can see I'm not being too precious about this. It's not, you don't have to get into minute details and things like that at this stage. Okay, into that, I'm going to add some ultramarine blue and some white to get a good gray color. I'm going to go around the eyes down here. We're also going to go inside the eye here. I think I want to add a little bit more black in here. It was a little too light. Okay. You can rinse that off of your brush. Now I'm going to go just into the raw umber. And that's going to go around the top of this eye and down here. I have a little bit too much water on my brush, so it's kind of, we're going to go here. And this is just raw umber. There's nothing else mixed with it. Just raw umber still. Okay. Okay. So we're going to rinse your brush out. We're going to go just into our titanium white, just a little bit. We're going to put some highlights on the eyes. One there, one there, one there. I'll put a little bit down here. Then we're going to do a little bit down here. A couple little dabs up there. Okay. We're going to take some of that, if you have some of that pink left, mix it with some white. And I think I need a little bit more white mixed in. Okay. Okay. And now you can rinse your brush out. So now we have pretty much the underpainting done. We're going to switch to our fan brush. And we're going to get some yellow oxide or yellow ochre, whatever you have. Mix it with some white. We're going to start, the motion for this is just like a little quick sweeping motions. I don't want any water on your brush for this part. I want your brush to be really dry, only with paint. Or just a scraping motion. Don't completely cover that base color. If you need some more, just make some more of that mixture. It was yellow ochre or yellow oxide and white. Okay. Here we're going to do the same thing here. We're just scrubbing this color in with this fan brush. And just pay attention to which way you're doing these strokes. So these feathers are going kind of like out. So I'm flicking outwards. These are going kind of side to side, so I'm going to the side. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of this color over the blue. Just a little bit. You could actually do this with, you don't actually have to have a fan brush for this. You could use a flat or a filbert, as long as you're doing the motion, the strokes in the correct spot, in the correct direction. You should be fine, but the fan brush makes it a little bit easier for me. So I'm just doing really light strokes and just lightly brushing this color on. Trying not to cover up everything that I've done already. Okay. I'm going to go over here. Put a little bit of this color over here. Okay. I'm just putting a little bit of this mixture around here as well. Just scrubbing it in. Okay. Alright, that looks good so far. You can rinse your brush out. Okay, so now we're going to get just a little bit of just straight white. And we're going to go around here and put in this white color. And this is just like a flicking. We don't want to cover up all of the gray. So we have our white, and we're doing this flicking. We're just going all the way around. And this is just white, no mixture with it. We're going all the way around. Down here. Okay, then we're going to go around here. And again, it's like a flicking motion that you do. I'm going to go all the way around. Till we get back to here. Okay. Now, well, with that, we're going to mix a little bit of white and a little bit of the raw sienna. Lighten that up. We're going to go down again and flick again. Flick, flick, flick. Just dabbing it. We're just dabbing it in there. And we're going to put a little bit of this color in here. And we're just flicking this color with the fan brush. Okay. put some of this color down here. Okay. Now we're going to get a little bit of white and a little bit of yellow oxide and mix a little bit more yellow oxide. And we're going to go around here again. I'm just dabbing it on with the fan brush. I'm not covering it completely up. I want some of that darker color to kind of bleed through. Okay. Now I'll put some of that color through here too. I'm just dabbing it around. Okay. Like so. Alright. You can rinse out your brush. We're going to finish up the wings of the bird, and then we'll work a little bit more on his face here. So get your small brush or your liner brush or your small round, and we're going to go into our white. And we're going to bring some white, just white, around this wing here. And this is no mixture, just all white. Around there. Then we're going to just put some little dots in here. These barn owls have like these little spots on them. Put one right there. One right there. Get some in here. And get some in here. That. And I'll put a little bit of white right there. Put some more little dots here. And we're just putting them just haphazardly. There's no correct way to do it or anything. I'm going to get some white around here. We'll put some more little dots in here. Now I'm just scrubbing some of this white and lightening up some of these areas. Put a couple of little dots back here. Okay. Still with the white mixture, we're going to put a little bit here. We're going to scrub a little, just randomly throughout this part. Some here. And then some on this wing. Okay. We're going to take a little bit of black mixed with a little bit of ultramarine blue. It's going to be a really dark color, and there's some spots that are right in here, so we're just going to sprinkle some little spots here. I'm going to put some more of this color up here. Put a little there. And there. Okay. I got a little bit of color somewhere that I didn't want it, so I'm just going to clean my brush off, wet it a little bit, and then scrub that off. Kind of erase it. So don't panic when you make mistakes. Clean your brush off, get it a little damp, and then scrub it out with some water. Okay, so what else do we need to do? We're done with all of this. I think I want to put a little bit of raw sienna and a little bit of burnt umber mixture together. I want to put some of that color right here, and I'm just scrubbing it in right here just to create a little bit of variation. I lost some of this color when we're doing other things. I lost some of this color. So I'm just putting it back in a few places. Okay. Alright, I want to get a little bit of burnt umber. And I'm still using my little thin round or a liner brush. And I just want to dot some of this color around here. Just follow what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be exact or anything, but just a little bit of this darker color sprinkled around in here. And definitely want to put some of it down here. Around here. And again, that was burnt umber. Just burnt umber. I'll put some up here. And I'm just dabbing it in there. Okay. Looks good. You can rinse your brush out. Dry it off. And with the same brush, we're going to add some more highlights to the eyes and with just white. I had a little bit too much water on my brush, so I'm just going to dry it off again. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little white here. A little bit of white here. Okay. Okay. You can rinse your brush out. And we're going to switch back to our fan brush, or if you have a filbert brush that you're using instead of a fan brush. And we're just going to start putting in this hair around here. It's just this flicking motion again. And this is straight white. I'm going all the way around, and kind of pay attention to the direction that you're making these brush strokes. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go on the inside here. We're not completely covering up the gray. And at this point, you shouldn't have your brush shouldn't be wet at all, because it'll just make the colors like kind of bleed, and we don't want that. And you see how I'm kind of like turning my brush as I'm moving around his head, so I can have these strokes going in the right direction. So I'm flicking it in the direction that the not hair but feathers go. I'm just dabbing some of this white in here. I'm not covering this completely up. I'm just doing some flicking motions just to get a little bit of that color. Okay. Put some more of this color down here. Some more of that color down there. And I'm going to add in some yellow oxide to my white. A little bit more. I'm just going to add some color around in here, just in some little areas. Okay. Just add in a little color all the way around. Okay. And that is pretty much it for this painting. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you have any questions about getting the pre-sketched canvas for this painting, look in the description box for the link. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.